adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Henning from H-Blockz.
Nice.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Here at Wacken, I mean, like, you're on the holy ground. Like, even I'm from America, and this is like all my media friends are jealous that I'm here because this is the place.
That's really something that you can brag about all over the world. Everybody knows Wacken. I mean, everybody who's into guitar music, pretty much, or metal, and this was pretty much the only festival that we haven't played yet, at least in Germany.
And this is pretty much mostly the only festival I haven't done press coverage yet. This was the first time for me, too. We're both virgins.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, I got de-virginated, so to say. But we had a blast of a time because I always like, playing all these odd slots, and we got on stage at like 1:45 in the afternoon. It was like boiling hot on stage, and like when we arrived at the stage, there was only a couple of hundred people in front of the stage, and I was going, okay, this is going to be like in the early days, you got to work the crowd and do the best of it. But then it was showtime, and there was, I don't know, maybe 50,000 people. It was like we were headliners. That was 60 minutes of rock and roll feeling. I mean, rock star feeling. It was crazy.
I think you attracted them is what happened. They're like, oh, what are we fucking missing?
Yeah, let's go check them out. We haven't seen them in a while, and we've been around for over 30 years now, but we never expected anything like this for our first time at Wacken.
I know, right? And I mean, obviously, it's a testament to your talent. Because, listen, if you sucked, they wouldn't be there, even if it is Wacken.
I hope it is so, yeah. And basically what it is, I think the first 10 seconds is what matters.
Yes.
When the people feel that you mean it, what you do, then they love you. And, we manage that.
Well, that's total key, because, like, us as the audience, we can look at you, and we can tell if you're dialing it in, or if you are really into it.
Right.
We want you to be really into it.
Right.
Because how can we be into it if you're not? And that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, it's all about the love of the game. That's it.
So, they call you the Rage Against the Machine of Germany.
I don't know about that.
How did that even happen? Like, did you have them as a major influence, or is that just who you are?
Well, to be honest, when we had been around for about a year with our band in 1991 or 1992, I can't remember when it was, and we were huge Suicidal Tendencies fans, and we had tickets for a show close to our hometown for Suicidal Tendencies, and Rage Against the Machine were opening up for them, and I remember that we came home and said, "What the fuck was that?" I mean, that was life-changing, and up to this day, Rage Against the Machine is just next level. It's another dimension, because that's what it's all about. I mean, these guys develop one kind of energy that I always strive for, but I would never ever compare any band with them.
Well, and you know what's cool about it, and same for you, is instead of just being this, you blend genres that attracts everybody, not just a few groups of people.
Well, to be honest, when we came out with our first album, which was a surprise hit, so to say, because it sold like over 1 million copies in Germany, and nobody expected that. But we come from so many different influences, like pop, hip hop, and metal, and blues even, that we couldn't really figure out which way to go, and we didn't have a band DNA at all. And so after the first album, we thought, we have to hit a totally different track and try something out. So basically what we did was we tried out for 30 years, and now after 14 years without an album, we came up with an album where we thought, well, what the heck? Let's just do what we love, whatever comes out of ourselves when we go into the studio, and that's what we did. And it's all fun, and it's all for the love of the game.
It's the only way it should be. Like, this industry is not fun if you're not having fun.
Exactly. And you forget that once you have financial success, commercial success, then you think, you owe the industry or you owe the audience. You have to come up with something that sells just like the record before. But you have to find your core where you really do what you love.
Yes.
And
it doesn't matter what your job is.
What did you say? You have to, you have to do, like you said something very intelligent.
Well, you have to love it for the audience to love it.
Yeah.
Like how are
right,
we going to love it if you don't?
That's it.
And we can tell. I've seen bands that I actually like, but then I look at them on stage and I'm like, oh, they don't look like they're having much fun up there. And why are you in this industry if you're not having fun? Because the making music and playing music are the fun parts. If you're not having fun part with that, the industry, that's a shit job. And I don't care what your job is. If it's sweeping floors, you better wake up in the morning and love your job, or else you're not going to be good at it.
Amen. And that's with anything in life. And, I live on a farm. I have been living on a farm for the past 5 years, and where we breed and train horses.
Nice.
Show jumping horses.
That's ironic.
Everybody in the show jumping scene, they go, well, weren't you the singer of this band H-Blockz and everything? What are you doing with show jumping? And I said, well, yeah, it's basically the same. Why? Well, because once you get in it, everybody surrounding you, your family, your friends, they go, well, you can't do that. You don't make any money out of it. And you spend insane hours on going to the stable or going to the rehearsal rooms because you do something that you love and you don't want to live without it. And that's basically 90% of the passion that I live for and that they live for. And once you have this core and you have this, you have this perspective of seeing life, that you want to do something 24 hours a day that you love. That's all to it. And for us now, after more than 30 years of existence, we committed ourselves to, if we don't have fun, we don't go out there.
Yeah, of course. And like, it's so funny you said what you did, because my radio studio for 20 years has been in the winter equestrian capital of the world.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so
Miami.
It's Wellington,
yeah,
Florida.
Wellington. I know. All of our riders, they go there. They
of
love
course.
that.
Of course. Yeah, like I used to broadcast.
Are you serious? We gotta exchange numbers, man,
right?
Because that's crazy.
I used to, for years, broadcast equestrian shows there, all the 100 jumper shows.
I don't believe
the
you.
Dressage.
Because we have a horse that's starting at the World Cup, the World Championships next month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. It was so wild when you were saying
crazy.
it, because how would we connect from the United States to Germany to talk about 100 jumpers?
Well, you got to come visit me, because I have a podcast about where I interview people that are really into horse riding, professional horse riders. And it's not about the horse riding scene or whatever. It's about the way you look at your profession, what you do, and it's more of a mindset podcast than just anything.
That.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, because Mark Bellissimo and Michael Stone, I know extremely well.
It's insane.
So you know those names, right?
Because when I heard that we were going to do the interview, I said, well, I definitely want to do this. And then Tom, our tour manager, he said, well, either it's going to be the best interview you had in a long time, or it's the worst piece of shit that you can imagine. And I mean, it was true. He was right. This is fate bringing us together.
I know, it's so wild.
Rock and roll and horse riding. I mean, how many people is there in the world that combine these two things?
No, right? And it's wild too, because there's nobody really else in Germany that I would ever meet that would know Wellington, Florida.
Fuck, that's really crazy. And we have this one horse that was starting in Miami as well, the Global Champions Tour, and she's competing in the World Cup as well. So we just been to Paris and Hong Kong and saw the tournaments there.
So I have a trivia question for you based on something you just said. Do you know what huge rock and roll person is always at those 100 jumper shows?
Bruce Springsteen?
You got it.
Yeah.
He lives right across the street from my studio.
Does Does he?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
man.
part of the time because he lives in Jersey too.
Yeah,
and
his daughter is really big in show jumping.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I'm from Jersey, and I lived near him in Jersey, and now
Actually, Bruce's horses, or his daughter's horses, are being treated by one of my really good friends. She's a chiropractic for horses, and she did Bill Gates's horses and Bruce's horses. And the guy that we collaborate with exclusively, he's selling horses to both of them as well.
Well, you know, it's funny because I remember when Bill Gates moved to Wellington, first he wanted to test it out, so he rented a house for $100,000 a month.
We're supposed to talk about rock and roll, man, not
I know,
show
right?
jumping. This is crazy, Pipeman.
I know, you know? It's cool to combine both worlds, though,
Fuck,
you
yeah.
know?
And it's 90% the same thing. Seriously.
Yeah, when you said
Because
that, I agree.
you can explain to nobody why you're into horse riding.
No,
You can explain to nobody that you want to make a living out of being a musician or work with musicians or whatever.
Yeah, we used to have like all kinds of horse shows on our station because that's where we were. And, you know, I have a funny story for you, too. Like, you know how there's a lot of the Argentinians in Wellington, you know, so they had a show on, and they used to do it in my studio. And one day they were... they had some green stuff, and they were doing something, and then they said the word, and I thought they said mota, which in Mexican Spanish, it's marijuana.
Oh, okay.
But then I said, you can't do that here. And they laughed. And they're like, no, it's mate.
Ah, okay, yeah, right.
You
For
know?
the tea?
Yeah, which they're obsessed with. You know, they couldn't do their show without the mate first.
Oh, I understand.
You know?
And they always have these fancy cups where they have this metal straw where they sip this mate all the time.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%. You know, that's so funny. You know, like because I know so many people in Wellington in that industry, the dressage, the polo, you know, all of it. You know, and it is amazing because, as you know, you have to be inside the club. That's why I had my studios where I did. I mean, I live there, but there's two parts of Wellington. There's Equestrian Wellington,
right,
and then there's New Wellington. And if you're in New Wellington, you're not in the club. It's like you have to be part of that club, which, you know, you're part of the club, I'm part of the club. And this almost didn't happen because he might have thought it was the worst interview.
Yeah, but you know what I think is so genius about horse riding? There's two ways to get in there in the club, which is either you have shitloads of money, or you have the passion for horses, for the game.
Exactly.
And you can't fake it.
No.
Both. You can't fake having money, and you can't fake the love for the horses and for the sport. And that's crazy. And especially horse riding, same as music. You know, it combines from the people of the lowest social standards up to the high-flying billionaires people. But in this situation, when you watch a horse or you ride a horse or you make music or you talk about music, it's all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I love it.
And what's funny is my head engineer, he passed away, but...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was one of my best friends too, and he was a great engineer. Like, he used to go... We're like he's saying, he's hearing the sound. You hear that on the radio, like thing. I'm like, no. He goes, we need to fix that. I'm like, okay, go ahead. You know, and so, but he's also a musician, and he comes from a polo family. His father was a famous polo player. His brother-in-law was a famous polo player, but he would play around town. He would play barn parties. His gigs were barn parties for the equestrians.
I love that.
So we do combine the music and the horse.
Totally. And as I said, it's like 90% the same thing.
Yeah.
Just have a different expression.
Unbelievable. Like, this is a great surprise for me, too, because as you can see, it got me excited.
And look at Wacken. I mean, you know, this is a village of about 2,000-3,000 people, right? And it's farming, you know.
Yeah.
And these farmers, they're very practical orientated. They either they love something, they love an idea, and can't be too crazy, can't be crazy enough. And this is the only reason why Wacken is so successful, because it was built from the ground up and not something that's rich investors bought. I mean, it's commercially very successful, no doubt about it. But you can still feel the love on and off stage.
And I just love, I've said it all day, I love the concept of the fact that these people started like this small little thing and built it to the biggest heavy metal festival in the world. I'm impressed. That's what it comes down to.
And it's the little things, the catering or all these pieces of art. I mean, you would never have that because it's too expensive to move them here and to move them back afterwards.
Yeah.
Nobody would afford that because it's senseless. It doesn't make any money.
Right.
But what they underestimate is the feeling that makes the philosophy, basically. Well, you probably get what I'm saying.
Absolutely. So, anything else you want to tell the listeners about your music and how to connect with you, get your latest album, get your merch, all that good stuff?
Well, I was talking earlier about the how we discovered Rage Against the Machine, and it's always about I feel like I'm not open-minded enough to new music, and I have this friend of mine. He always plays me all these tunes, and I go, well, how the fuck didn't I see that? And we the first time we came to the United States was in 1999 for the Vans Warped Tour, and we played with then very very unknown bands like the Black Eyed Peas, like Eminem, Blink-182, Jimmy Eat World, and we had a crazy time, and we did the Walking Hymn for Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we had a small following of people, and I think there still are some people that know the band H-Blockz.
We need you more over there right now.
Just check us out. I mean, long before nu metal was even around, we were there. And thanks for having us.
We need more.
Just check it out. Just listen to it. It's H-Blockz.
Yeah, and I want to tell you one last thing. You got a 15-minute longer interview than Tom Morello. I interviewed Tom Morello. The tour manager said you got a hard 1 minute.
Wow. Yeah.
And I did it. 59 seconds.
I had that with Ed Sheeran once.
Nice.
His manager gave us 45 minutes, and we ended up five hours because I hosted the show as well.
Nice. I love it. Well, we'll have to talk about that too, because I own a whole podcasting network. I'm partnered with iHeart. And
Pipeman,
we'll help each other.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Hey, thanks for being here.
And for the extra 15 minutes.
I know, right? Yeah. And thanks for being on the adventure.
We got to exchange addresses.
We absolutely will.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.